Have you ever felt stuck in a loop, living the same day, facing the same challenges, feeling the same frustrations, over and over again? It can feel like you're a passenger in your own life, watching a movie you have no control over. We are taught to believe that reality is something fixed and external, something that happens to us. But what if that was the greatest illusion of all? What if you weren't just watching the movie of your life, but actively directing it with every thought, every feeling, every single glance? This is not just a comforting metaphor. It is a fundamental principle woven into the very fabric of reality itself, confirmed by the most perplexing and profound science of our time: quantum physics. At the heart of this mystery is a phenomenon known as the observer effect. Scientists conducting the famous double-slit experiment discovered something that shattered our classical understanding of the world. When they weren't looking, a fundamental particle, like an electron, behaved like a wave of pure potential, existing in all possible places at once. But the moment they turned on a device to observe which slit the electron went through, the wave of possibility instantly collapsed into a single, definite particle in a single, definite place. The act of observation changed the outcome. Think about what this means. The universe, at its most basic level, waits for a conscious observer to give it form. This isn't just happening in a highly controlled lab. It is happening with you right now. Your attention is not passive. It is a creative force. Where you place your attention is where you place your energy, and that energy is what collapses waves of infinite potential into the concrete experiences of your life. For years, you have been taught to observe your problems, your limitations, and your fears. And in doing so, with the best of intentions, you have unknowingly been commanding them to stay, solidifying them into your reality moment by moment. The solution, then, is to fundamentally transform how you observe your world. It requires a shift from being a reactive, unconscious observer, trapped by the programming of the past, to becoming a conscious, intentional creator who deliberately chooses their point of observation. This isn't just about positive thinking. It's about changing your entire energetic being. Everything in the universe, including you, is energy. Your thoughts, your beliefs, and especially your emotions, all vibrate at a specific frequency. This isn't spiritual jargon, it's physics. Your emotional state is your vibratory signature, a signal you are constantly broadcasting out into the quantum field. Your observation is never neutral. It is always filtered through and colored by your frequency. If you observe your life through the lens of fear, anxiety, or unworthiness, your observation carries that low-frequency energy. Like a powerful magnet, this frequency then calls forth and collapses possibilities from the quantum field that resonate with more fear, more anxiety, and more proof of your unworthiness. You are literally tuning your reality to the energetic station of your dominant feelings. This is not a new idea. It is ancient wisdom dressed in the language of modern science. Millennia ago it was said, "To those who have more will be given, to those who have not, even what they have will be taken away." This was never about money or material possessions. It is a law of consciousness. If you have the feeling of abundance, love, and wholeness within you first, your observation of the world will collapse reality into a form that mirrors that inner wealth. If you have not that feeling, you observe from a state of lack, and reality must conform by giving you more experiences of lack. Your inner state is the cause. The outer world is the effect. The key is to generate the feeling, the frequency of your desired reality within you before you see any evidence of it in your life. If it's truly this simple, why isn't everyone living a life of joy and fulfillment? The answer lies deep within the architecture of your own mind, specifically, your subconscious. Neuroscience reveals a startling fact. By the time you reach your mid-30s, about 95% of who you are is a subconscious program. It's a collection of memorized behaviors, conditioned emotional reactions, ingrained beliefs, and automatic perceptions that you acquired from your past. This program runs your life on autopilot. So, while your conscious mind, that tiny 5%, might desperately want health, wealth, and love, your subconscious program might be running on beliefs of, "I'm not good enough," life is a struggle, or love is painful. It is this subconscious identity that is doing most of the observing in your life. We often think of the mind as being in the brain, but in a very real sense, your body has become your subconscious mind. Over years of repeatedly feeling emotions like guilt, shame, anger, or fear, your body's cells become accustomed, even addicted, to the chemistry of those states. These feelings become your energetic baseline, your familiar state of being. This creates a profound internal conflict. Your conscious mind desperately tries to steer the ship towards a new destination. But the 95% subconscious crew is locked on the old coordinates, observing the world through the familiar lens of the past, and thereby recreating the same circumstances over and over. You are literally in a war between your past and your future. To truly change your life, you must do more than just think new thoughts. You must fundamentally change this subconscious identity. You have to become someone new, not just mentally, but at a deep, energetic, and emotional level. You must unmemorize the emotional states of your old self and recondition your body to the mind and feeling of your future self. So, how do you break free from the chains of this subconscious programming? How do you learn to consciously observe from a new state of being? It all begins with the courageous act of interrupting the autopilot program. The first step is to become conscious of your unconscious self. You cannot change what you are not aware of. This requires radical self-observation, but with one crucial rule: no judgment. Throughout your day, begin to ask yourself simple questions. What am I feeling right now? What thoughts are playing on a loop in my mind? What is my default emotional state when I'm not distracted? This practice of mindfulness is you pulling your consciousness out of the program and placing it back in the driver's seat, the seat of the conscious observer. Once you can see the program, you can begin to change it. The second step is to decide, with absolute clarity, on your new frequency. Who do you want to be? What is the emotional signature of the future you are choosing to create? Is it freedom? Is it boundless joy? Is it profound love? Is it sovereign abundance? You must define this not by what you want to have, but by who you want to become. The feeling is the secret ingredient. The entire goal is to generate that feeling in your body now, independent of your current circumstances. This leads to the third step, the rehearsal. This is where tools like meditation and visualization transform from passive daydreaming into a powerful scientific process of reconditioning. When you close your eyes and mentally rehearse your desired future, and you combine that clear intention with an elevated emotion, your brain and body begin to change. Your brain cannot distinguish between a real-world experience and one that is vividly imagined. By repeatedly creating this inner experience, you begin to install new neural pathways. This is where epigenetics provides a stunning confirmation. By generating elevated emotions like gratitude, joy, and love, you are changing the chemistry of your body. This new chemistry sends new signals to your cells, and these signals can actually activate new genes and deactivate genes linked to old states of being. You are literally changing your physical body with your consciousness. You are becoming, at a cellular level, the person who already lives in your desired reality. You stop waiting for your outer world to change how you feel, and you start using your inner feeling to change your outer world. The single greatest obstacle on this path is a state of energetic incoherence. This is what happens when your thoughts are pointing in one direction, but your emotions are pulling you in another. You might spend 5 minutes repeating the affirmation, "I am abundant," but then spend the rest of the day with a knot of financial anxiety in your stomach. Your mind is sending one signal, but your body is broadcasting a much louder, contradictory signal. This creates a chaotic, incoherent electromagnetic signature. You are sending mixed messages to the quantum field, and the result is static. Your reality remains stubbornly the same. The universe does not respond to what you want with your mind. It responds to the energetic truth of who you are being in your body. The solution is to create heart-brain coherence. Scientific research has shown that the heart produces an electromagnetic field that is up to 5,000 times more powerful than the field produced by the brain. When you intentionally align your thoughts with elevated emotions centered in your heart, you create a powerful, coherent, and unified signal. This is the state of resonance, where your entire being is vibrating in harmony. The fastest way to achieve this is to shift your awareness from your head to your heart. Place your hand on your heart center, slow down your breathing, and begin to consciously generate feelings of gratitude, appreciation, care, or compassion. It could be gratitude for the air you breathe, for a loved one, or for the beauty of a memory. This simple act brings your autonomic nervous system into balance and synchronizes your heart rhythms and brainwaves. In quantum physics, resonance occurs when one vibrating system causes another system to begin vibrating at the same frequency with greater intensity. When you sustain this coherent state, you become that powerful, driving vibration. Your coherent signal doesn't just attract realities that match your frequency, it amplifies that potential. Suddenly, you start noticing synchronicities. The right people call. The perfect opportunities appear. Solutions to old problems seem to emerge from nowhere. These things were always available as potentials in the field, but they were invisible to you from your old, incoherent state of being. This state of coherence has been described for millennia in spiritual traditions. The Vedanta philosophy speaks of Aham Brahmasmi, which means, I am the cosmos. It is the recognition that your individual consciousness is not separate from the universal consciousness. When you are incoherent, lost in stress and fear, you are out of harmony with this universal intelligence. But when you cultivate coherence, you align yourself with the creative flow of the universe. You are no longer struggling to make things happen. Instead, you become a clear channel through which the organizing intelligence of the cosmos can flow. You surrender the need to control the how and the when, and you focus entirely on sustaining the feeling state of who you are becoming, trusting that the universe will orchestrate the details in ways far more magnificent than your mind could ever conceive. Knowing this information intellectually is one thing. Embodying it as a lived reality is everything. This profound work is not accomplished in a single blissful meditation session. It is forged in the challenging moments of everyday life. The real test comes when someone cuts you off in traffic, when you receive a disappointing email, or when an old emotional trigger is activated. These are not setbacks. They are opportunities. Can you hold the frequency of your future self even when your external reality is screaming the story of your past? This is where the practice becomes your life. So here is your invitation, your call to action. I want you to commit to this practice for the next 7 days. Every morning, before you pick up your phone and let the outside world in, spend 10 to 15 minutes in a state of deliberate creation. Don't petition or ask for anything. Instead, assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Give thanks for the new life you are creating as if it has already happened. Feel the gratitude flooding your heart. Feel the freedom in your body. Feel the wholeness of your being. This sacred time sets your energetic and emotional tone for the entire day. Then, to keep this state alive, set a recurring alarm on your phone for every hour or two. When it chimes, stop what you are doing. Take 3 conscious deep breaths. Ask yourself, who am I being right now? Am I embodying the energy of my past, or am I broadcasting the signal of my future? If you find you've slipped back into the old automatic program, do not judge yourself. Simply, gently, and lovingly bring yourself back. Place your hand on your heart. Reconnect with that elevated feeling and realign. This is the discipline of unmemorizing your old self and making your future self your new default state. And now, I want you to anchor this commitment. In the comments section below, I want you to write the declaration, I am the conscious observer. By writing this, you are making a powerful statement of intent to yourself and to this community. Then, share one feeling you are choosing to embody this week. Is it joy? Is it peace? Is it abundance? Let's create a collective field of conscious creation, right here, in this moment. One of the greatest tests of your resolve on this journey is navigating the energetic lag time. You begin this work, you feel expanded and powerful in your morning meditations, but then you open your eyes, and your physical reality appears unchanged. The numbers in your bank account are the same. The health diagnosis is still on the table. The relationship challenge is still present. This is the critical juncture where most people lose faith and give up. They conclude, it's not working. To overcome this, you must fundamentally understand the nature of reality. You are collapsing waves of potential into the particles of experience. This is a creative process that requires sustained energy and unwavering focus. The three-dimensional material world is dense. It has an energetic inertia. It takes a consistent, coherent signal broadcast over time for the new energy to overcome the momentum of the old reality and crystallize into a new physical form. The life you see around you right now is the echo of your past thoughts and feelings. Your job is not to react to this echo. Your job is to bravely ignore the evidence of your senses and hold firm to the inner vision and feeling of your future. You must fall more in love with your future than you are addicted to the emotions of your past. Inevitably, doubt will arise. Doubt is the great saboteur of creation. It is a profoundly incoherent signal. It is the voice of the old program, the ego, observing from a state of separation and fear. And when you observe from doubt, you collapse reality into more reasons to doubt. So, what do you do when doubt appears? You do not fight it. Fighting it gives it more energy. Instead, you observe it. You see it for what it is. Just an old program running, an echo of who you used to be. You can even acknowledge it with detachment. I see you, doubt. Thank you for showing me what I am moving beyond. Then, you consciously and deliberately pivot your attention. You bring your awareness back to your heart. You reconnect with the feeling of gratitude. You remember a time in your life when you felt truly powerful, deeply loved, or wildly successful. And you anchor yourself in the frequency of that memory. This is the true meaning of faith. The ancient texts say, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Notice it does not say faith is hoping for things. It says faith is the substance. Your sustained, coherent feeling state, your unwavering inner knowing, is the very energetic substance from which your future is molded. You are giving form to your future with your inner being, long before you see the outer evidence. When you master this, you no longer need the external world to give you a reason to feel good. You have become the source of your own joy, your own abundance, your own love. This is the state where miracles are born, because you are no longer creating from the limited identity of your personality, but from the infinite, intelligent field of potential itself. You are not, and have never been, a passive victim of circumstance. You are the single most powerful creative force in your own life. Your consciousness, your focused attention, imbued with the energy of your emotions, is the artist's brush that paints your reality, selecting it from an infinite field of possibilities with every single breath you take. The world is not happening to you. It is happening through and as you. We have seen this truth reflected through the bizarre and beautiful lens of quantum physics in the double-slit experiment. We have seen it confirmed by neuroscience's understanding of the subconscious mind. We have seen its mechanism in epigenetics and your power to signal new genes into expression. And we have heard its echo in the timeless wisdom of ancient spiritual traditions. All evidence, both scientific and spiritual, points to one profound, world-altering conclusion. Your inner state of being creates your outer world of experience. The choice, therefore, becomes luminously clear. Will you continue to allow the 95% subconscious program to observe your life through the dusty lens of your past, your old wounds, your limiting beliefs, your memorized emotions of lack and fear? Or will you find the courage to close your eyes to what is and begin observing reality from what can be? To observe from a place of radical wholeness, unconditional love, and unshakable faith in a future you can't yet see with your physical eyes, but can feel with every cell of your being. This is the heroic journey from victim to creator, from reacting to reality to commanding reality. This is your personal journey of remembering the divine power that has always been your birthright. It is not about adding something to yourself, but about stripping away everything you are not, so that the truth of who you are can finally shine through. Be patient with yourself in this process. Be compassionate. This is a daily practice, a moment-to-moment discipline. But it is, without question, the most important and rewarding work you will ever do. Your new reality already exists. It is waiting for you in the quantum field as a vibrant potential. Your only task is to tune your being to its frequency. If this message has awakened something within you, subscribe to this channel and join our community of conscious creators. We are on this magnificent journey together. And before you leave, take one last deep breath. Place your hand over your heart and let this declaration become the new foundation of your reality. I am the observer. I am the creator. My world begins with me. Now go and create a life that is a masterpiece.